Hey guys, it's anime time. It's time to dive deep into the wonderful world of anime. The Wandering Warrior Figma Arts Falslander Ronin coming up next. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Anthony. Today we have before you the anime Figma 549, the Wandering Warrior herself, the Falslander Ronin. Hey guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are having a great weekend and a great week, night and day. Today, like I said, we have the Falslander Ronin Wandering Warrior before us today, and in all her glory, this little figure right here, to me, she feels so little, so tiny, that is definitely less than a 6-inch figure. So as further for ado, let's actually see how tall she really is. The Wandering Warrior actually stands at, well, what do you know? 6 and looks about 6 1/4 inches tall. So she basically regulates with a 6-inch figure. So glad to see that is the fact. This Ronin Warrior actually comes with she actually comes chock full with accessories. And I do mean a lot of accessories. We already talked about her height as far as how tall she is. So let's see what she has for accessories. As we know, as we see right before us, she has her sword. A very elongated sword. So to take it out of her sheath, the sword does actually come out, as you can see. So that's actually a good thing. So nothing broken, no foul, no harm, no foul. So I'll bring it down. This action figure here is very articulated, surprisingly, on how articulated they come. So as you can see, this is how long the sword is. It's actually longer than her. So as you can see, this is her sword. She's able to stand and actually hold on to her scabbard, which is actually using the scabbard and her bow in the back to actually hold her up. But then, yeah, so she's actually able to stand. So she has a good standing. She actually has a really good standing. Speaking of stand, she actually does come with a little flight stand, or a stand that she poses on with. So that's one accessory. Another accessory that she comes with is a small dagger or knife, and she comes with a covered dagger. So that's one. She comes with her hat as well. I don't know what they call them in I don't know what to call them, but it has a specific name. When I do find out what the name of this hat is, I'll drop it down in the description or at the bottom of the screen. With that, she also has an extra body. So you have an option that I should do for her to be done with the skirt or without the skirt. So here is another option. Speaking of options, we also have two head sculpts. One with her eyes closed, and with this being that this up here, the little peg that's up here, that actually gives you the chance to actually take it and put to actually put the hat on top of her head. So that's another option. She actually does come with a faceplate to use instead of the one that she has on right now. But for right now, we're actually going to use the one that she has on right now. So she has another option, which is the faceplate. And she comes with an array of hands. Two expressive hands, two fists, two knife holding hands, and I would say another sword or scabbard holding hand, and another expressive hand. So we got a lot to choose from as far as for accessories. So especially getting off to a great start as far as for the Ronin having a great amount of accessories. So getting back to our figure here at hand, she does also scale well with, let's do the Figma 6-inch figure. My girl, oh my girl, Cheyenne. So she definitely does scale with the Figma 6-inch figures, and she also does scale well. Take her out with Marvel Legends figure Mary Jane. MJ in the house, y'all. MJ is in the house. So as we can see, with all three of them do actually scale well together. We have shorties in the house. So as we can see, they both scale great. So that's the look that we definitely have as far as for it. There we go. I'm sorry guys. I knew something was looking kind of dark, so we got some light on this subject. So this is how they both look all three of them look together size wise. So we've definitely got a great size comparison as far as for these three. So take them out the picture. Okay, so articulation is definitely, like I said before, she's very well articulated. So to show you, for example, the hands do turn. Either way you want to do it, is on the ball peg. So you actually got to turn it in order to get it up, and down. So you guys should do this. Bring it in just a little closer, so we can see what we are doing here. Yeah, there we go. So like I said, up and down. And with the ball peg, she can actually go backward and forwards. Using the other arm, you're able to actually get upward motion, and using the ball peg as far as for the joint region of the shoulder, she's able to actually to bend all the way back. This is such a great figure, and I'm glad to have her in my collection. She's actually able to do a butterfly. She also had that little butterfly action going on as well. So you actually bring her back, and there we go. as far articulation for the arms. There is a swivel with the shoulders, so you're able to actually to do it any way you want to, any way you want. And if you want to put her hand on her hips, you can do that. So this is a real cute figure, by the way. Anime, you can't go wrong with anime as far as for having a large ring of articulation. As we see that she does have a tall sword. I did forget to mention about the sword and the scabbard that what she comes with. And you guys, as we can see, how long the sword is all together. So it's actually coming off the screen, so you know this is a long sword. So you see how long the scabbard is, so we know how long the sword is. So being that it may now let me take the sword out of her hand just for a hot minute here. Okay, so as we can see, there goes the sword once again. This is how long the sword actually is. Okay, I'll put that down. Now, how she fares as far as for a torso articulation, she's able to turn, bend back, bend forward. So we actually have a real good torso articulation. Now, the skirt part is that's a beautiful thing about it. You can actually flare it out. You guys can flare it out in order to actually get more of a movement. The skirt is actually on a little hinge to where you can actually move it forward and move it backwards. So that's as far as for the skirt. Now, as far as for actually doing get her to stand properly, you actually can also cheat to actually use the skirt, the skirt piece back here, the bow piece, that's to get her to stand. By the way, the scabbard is actually hooked on by this peg right here. So there we go. So we'll put that sword back in. Do it off screen. He cannot. I tell him that. Before I do it, let me test her out. Without this, she can't stand real, because of due to the fact that all the skirt and the skirt ribbon is actually keeping her back heavy. So I use that as a kickstand. So that's how you can actually get her to stand without any problems. But also what we actually can do as far as for our sweet anime Ronin is we actually can take this portion and put it onto her. So this is how we do it. So what you want to do is actually take the top portion off the body, and you want to go come underneath and grab these legs and bring them out. There we go. You take this part, bring it back up, put it all back together, and bring it off to the side. What we want to do is next actually take this part. This portion here always has a peg to keep everything right. So you take the peg out, take the peg that's on the torso, that's inside the torso, put it inside, and there we go. As for that. Now, peg for the legs. Take them out and put on the other, and put in the legs. Make sure it has a tight fit to it, so that it won't fall out on you. like I like that. So let me do it off screen. All right, so here we go. The Ronin is ready to rock. She is ready to rock. Although she's still, this one, you get it just right, she'll stand. But that's where the base comes in at. The stand comes in at. So you can either just prop her in front, or what you could do is peg her in the back. So that way, she has a great stance. It's very innovating to actually see that Figma has thought of doing this. And it's great. It is great to have a stand that to keep your action figures from falling every time that you try to stand it up. So there we go. So then we're going to take this sword out once again. Uh-oh. Take the blade out. Put it back in. Although the blade does actually come out of the hilt of the sword, but sometimes, I mean, if you don't really feel like actually putting up with the fact that you have to put it back in every time, super glue it. It won't be a problem. So take her and put the sword back in her hand, which is easy by fact. So there we go. And I'm gonna give her a nice little pose. And there we go. Anime, you got to love it. It's such a beautiful piece. Ronin is such a beautiful piece to have. So this is her look as far as how she wears her second part of her outfit, which actually it makes her look good. Definitely makes her look good. You know, get her into a pose, get her flying, and there she go. So we actually can see her in all her glory. You want to put her in any kind of pose to show her that she's actually about to ready to get into battle. Here we go. It's a nice little, oops, gosh. Like I said before, got to make sure that it's locked in there, because it will come out. That's the only one little side effect about it, is that it comes out easy. So there we go. As far as the Ronin, so she is ready to fly in. She is flying into battle, or leaping into battle, should we say. So guys, this is a look at the Falslander Ronin, the Wandering Warrior. I want to tell you guys thank you for coming by, taking some of your valuable time to look at this piece, this anime piece. Like I said, this is a great piece. If you want to know where I got this piece from, I actually got her off of eBay. She actually sells for anywhere between, depending who is the seller is, she can sell anywhere between $17 to $30, close to $50 some odd dollars, pending, like I said again, pending seller. But this was our first look at the Ronin the Falslander Ronin, the Wandering Warrior. By far, big guys, I want to tell you thank you for taking some time to look at this video, at this review of the Wandering Warrior. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we are still on our way to 100 subscribers. I just want to tell you guys thank you for dropping in, dropping by to see what's going on, what's new in store as far as action figures is concerned. And guys, I'm gonna leave you guys with not a photo shoot this time, but a video of the Ronin Warrior. Like I said, guys, if you don't already know, just now it's your time to know. If nobody don't love you, there's a God that does. He loves you since the time you was born. He loves you even before you was born. He loved you enough to look out after you, to wake you up this morning. If that's not love, I don't know what is. But further than that, guys, he loves you. God loves you. And don't forget to take time to tell him thank you. Alright guys, being that guys, you have a great day, night, weekend, and weekday. And I see you right here at the Torii Action Figure Review, here at the Torii Desert. Yeah, I'll put it right in the desert today. Alright guys, you have a great one. Peace.